People killing their bosses for getting sent home, that's ridiculous, man. That's crazy. Bro, I know, man, people, I don't know, just the whole relationship of boss and employee, especially jobs like fast food, I don't know. That's to be expected. The job is gonna suck. It just made me think about different bosses that I've had, and hey, bro, it's 9 times out of 10 you're gonna have a crazy boss. Especially if you don't go to college. Somebody who isn't accredited, degree, established, trained, what can you expect? That's the whole point of getting higher education or certifications, so that you get in better position and work around people minded who are going to treat you fairly, whatever. That just goes with it. If you work a low paying job, you're 9 times out of 10 gonna have I don't know, bad experience with your manager. Not all the times, because there's some people that work in, I don't know, I'm trying to be sensitive to it, but middle class jobs or low yielding jobs. It is some very nice people to work for, but hey, like I said, I would go out expecting that you're gonna be working for somebody who is in a place in life where they're upset or not fully happy with where they are. To better help you guys relate to different bosses you may run into, because we all are going to run into bad bosses. Things I've overcome or things that I've had to endure. So I went off into a little rant, but I think it helps hit the nail home or hit the ball home, or however you say it, that having different kind of crazy bosses is going to be a lot of pressure, but you just got to power through it. Don't lose your mind. Don't lose your cool. Don't lose your freedom, most importantly. So hear me rant for a little bit. Hopefully this clears up this break in the content. Yo, then this boss, she was real scammy, bro. She used to make up titles and I don't know, weird stuff. She used to pay websites to make her look like she was established and accredited. What is something else she used to do? This one time, she was like, yo, how do you feel about doing outside sales? You can go door to door and acquire different people. You'll get a 10% commission. I'll pay you for the training, but you'll become commission based. You can work from home. And at this time, I'm working per hour, getting paid hourly as a full on employee. I'm like, bro, how stupid do you think I am just to give up my hourly wage so you can pay me to acquire clients that you're having a hard time doing? Do I just got dummy written across my forehead? But that's kind of sketchy things that she would do. Bro, payroll used to always be getting kicked back. Or I forgot about this, bro. We used to constantly, we be in there working, right? Just get in work, just walked in. Hey everybody, how you doing? Sit your stuff down, sit down to work. All the lights out. Bro, she done forgot to pay the light bill. Bro, now we waiting for, I don't know, either an electrician to come in, for them to roll it over, roll back on, but we all just sitting in the dark, no air conditioning. And she like, yo, I guess you can go home. Do we get paid for it? Nope. No, that's a missed day on our money because what? You ain't paid a light bill? Just insane. And this boss's solution for was to raise the price. Business is low, we gonna raise the price. Man, people used to come in to get these little stockings and stuff embroidered, $25 per name. What the hell? Can't nobody afford that? And she used to try to come up with all these little price breakdowns to make it more cheaper. In order to get, what, 15 bucks a name, you had to order 100 damn pieces. Bruh, it was a franchise, so it'll be times where the franchise people come in and she'll go run and hide in the bathroom. And you're like, you need to come out and talk to these people. She's like, yo, tell them I'm not here. I'm not here. She'd be in the bathroom hiding. Just the dude would be like, I'll wait. So then you stuck there looking stupid, or she'll mess up orders until you need to go tell the customer the bad news. Just put you in bad situations over and over and over again. One time we were dropping off some stuff for a customer. It's a Friday evening. We in her car. I'm helping her drop off the boxes. We go to get back in the car. that hoe won't even start. So I'm like, bro, we on the other side of town in your car. You knew your car was broke down. The car, she pop up the trunk, the hood. Hey, maybe you mechanically come in. Maybe you can help. She pop up the hood, bro. It's duct tape wrapped all around different hoses and stuff like that. You can't be serious, bro. When you gonna take some accountability for your mess, yo? Yeah, always, man. Customers come in. Where's my order? She done forgot to order. She telling you to lie to them. Can you please go tell this lady that? No, you need to tell them this. Just terrible, bro. Yeah, payroll always going down bad. Prices going higher. Customers like, yo, why is it so much? Man, just craziness, bro. What's some other stuff that they did? Dog. Then she had this son, bro. This son. He was maybe 4 or 5 years old, younger than me. Bro, she used to try to bring him in and just try to do stuff to make him, I guess, assert that he's the boss's son. He used to be cool. He was real chill. But she'd be like, yo, you need to go in there and tell him to make these phone calls. You ask him what he's doing. She tried to set him up to come check me. And I'm looking like, bro, why are you doing that? Why you say, like, you already know he a shy dude. He trying to be cool. He's still trying to find himself. But you sending these young dudes just like to, I don't know. She just felt like he wasn't a boss or something. I don't know. But she sent the kid away to some sort of weird school, bro. He hated it. He used to tell us, man, I do not want to go to this school. Did she care? Hell no. She sent that boy to Mississippi and the boonies, bro. We used to look at little screenshots where she was taking them. Bro, dude was off in the middle of nowhere, bro. She used to run from the leasing, the manager. He'd come in there to collect rent. She ducking and dodging him. I understand it's hard running a business, but it's like, bruh, how are we supposed to feel confident coming in here? But she was just to do all little tricky things, man, not paying us, checks come up short. We found out, bruh, oh my God. She used to always mess up payroll, right? So, and we'll be like, yo, what's going on with payroll? She'll be like, oh, I need to call the payroll company because they got it messed up. I sent it in. They just not processing it. We did some looking because I got a check, right? She used to always do these little Langston Hughes sayings, right? And Crystal Stair, the poems and all that stuff, bro. Why she had an LLC? She was the payroll, bro. She was payroll, right? She made the payroll company. She was the LLC owner of the payroll company, which is cool. It's smart. I don't know if that's legal, but you payroll talking about payroll messed it up, bro. Like, the type of shady things I had to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So it was just constantly and God would give me the ability to laugh at it a lot because I really didn't. He just allowed it to be funny because I knew I had made some decisions that made it make sense for me to be working there. And I was like, yo, at least I'm learning some graphic design stuff here. I had just got out of some crazy trouble that I had just like, I was young and dumb, bro. I was going through some stuff and I looked at it as a season for me to redeem myself. It inquired me to go back to school. So I appreciate that. I did learn a lot. It put me in a direction to better myself. But, bro, that boss sucked. I ain't gonna front. That boss sucked. And you know who you are, bro. You did a lot of, hey, you need to go pray. You need to better yourself if you are watching this video. But it's all good because I'm in a way better position than what you thought I was. You thought I was this, but you had me messed up. And it's plenty of times I wanted to throw hands. It's many times. Yeah, but fortunately, I had the grit, the resilience to not say how I'm going to throw my whole life away for this one bully person that's in this position of life that they really don't like themselves. They really wish they were better. Yeah, they're different approach at it. But, yo, I don't think that lady was doing that much to where you, like, that's wild. They're probably stressed out, probably in impoverished conditions. They stressed out about bills. Bills are not going any cheaper. But I think they just go hand in hand. But just reflecting on different bosses, thinking about the different details that they listed that made the young lady at McDonald's snap on her boss. Like, oh, she was tapping her on the shoulder, or she was being aggressive. They were just saying all these different things to validate or give reason to why the young lady snapped. But they said the boss was tapping her on the shoulder, or the boss was loud. She said that her manager had pointed a gun at her children or something of that nature. I didn't even want to get into all of it because I didn't want to find any way to diminish what she did to that mother. What is it, 5 or 6 kids? That was just very tragic, being a father myself and just knowing that you have these kids that you're responsible for and you want to see them to a certain point in life, and you like your babies, you want to make sure they good, especially when you're the only parent in their life. It's just sad. But just reflecting on some stuff that I've dealt with from bosses. I've had bosses that were rude, obnoxious, talk to you to make you feel small, belittle you. Man, I done had some crazy bosses. And what I've taken or accepted, no. When you look at what the manager at McDonald's did compared to what I've seen, I've had managers that, hell, they forgot to do payroll. They off on a cruise and it's supposed to be payday and you refreshing your account app and ain't nothing hitting. And then when you call and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I might have to have you give $100 from the register. Or just snapping on you in front of people, talking you, or just taking a lot on the chin. But I also always remaining fully aware of your circumstances. I knew I picked a job or always had in the back of my head, you can quit or you can leave if you don't like it, leave. And in the past, I've done that. I've worked with certain managers and I was like, hey, I cannot survive in your conditions. I gotta go. And I chose me. I started saving. When you realize you're working under tyranny, you start saving, right? You start finding other opportunities, start putting in applications before it gets to a point where you're getting sent home back to back. You just gotta remain aware of what's going on, social awareness. So what type of personalities clash with yours. So if you're at a job and a new manager arrives and you're not clicking, you just know right off of first impressions, you can make an impression in 10 seconds or less. So it's like, hey, I know this person is rubbing me the wrong way. I need to start hedging coin and I need to start looking for avenues up out of here, because this young lady made a lifelong decision off of a season moment of a small increment of time. You just working at McDonald's, baby girl. You thought that was gonna be the end all be all for your career trajectory? No. This was just a season, baby. You could have went on somewhere else. You already had the past interaction where she said she assaulted someone. Well, assault is just verbal, but no, she battered someone with a weapon, stab, or whatever. You were already making your turnaround story from that situation. You started working, so somebody had trusted you, and you just blew it all over. I don't know. I think it's a lot of mental stuff going on with the young lady, but hey, she ain't got to worry about. Man, it's just unfortunate for the children, because the story stops for us as the news cameras start and stop. But with those babies, like, you constantly waking up in a dream that I can't believe that this happened to us. Why did this happen to us? And I feel sorry for the oldest daughter, because I don't know if she was there or not, but she's constantly going to have that on her conscience. What could I have done? What should I have done? Could I have done anything different? Could I have helped? Man, it's about making decisions. You got to make the right decisions. You got to have some sort of code. I don't know, but man, she threw her whole life away for and the lives of those children, because they said the father was in prison. So who knows if a family member is going to step up? Who knows if they can trust the family members? That's a whole different situation. And then who knows if they're headed towards the foster care system. But man, and I know that young lady, she regretted it the moment the citizen with a concealed carry license stopped her. She was just like, yo, did you snap? When did the reality check kick in? Was it when they were loading you in the back of the cop car? Was it when you were getting arraigned? Was it when you had to dress out and change clothes? Was it when you had to sit in a holding cell for 12, 15, 20 hours and you realized the door isn't opening? Did reality hit when you lost track of where you are in the building? You can't see something. When is reality? When do you tell yourself it wasn't worth it? Because I know it's not going to take that long, or it's just wild. But people, use this as a lesson on, how to treat people when you should fire somebody, when the red flags. Not sure again if this is true or not, but I'm not even gonna go over that part. Whatever, that's a whole nother point. But just be careful. Just use discernment and be more social aware. Don't trust everybody. Pray. You got to use discernment, man. Really pray and assess what's going on. Don't make haste decisions. Don't make long-term decisions based off of just small encounters or just little things that don't really matter at the end of the day. But I just want to talk about that really quickly. Again, that's why I always encourage people to hire certification. Always build yourself up, constantly improve and diversify your career portfolio, have skills. But I'm gonna let y'all get back to y'all breakfast. I'm gonna get breakfast cooking for the kids. Got some videos to edit because I want to put out a lot more content. Keep it going. But y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the bottom about this story. Have you heard about it? If not, go check it out. It was a young lady who went crazy. I don't even want to talk about it because it's such a disgusting case. But y'all have a beautiful rest of your day and have a good one.